Hello and welcome to another update video about Ethereum. So Ethereum really doesn't want to go down anymore. It doesn't, it tries to hold the current price range around 1300. I'm at the moment still looking at least one more lower low here into the green area. We have bounced off overnight here on support of that green target area. That is the 61.8% FIB level here around 1280. That's absolutely fine still for the bullish scenario, and also if we went down all the way to $1,000 it would still be a valid 1-2 setup, and only below that level this trade setup will get improbable. So for anybody who's new after finding support here, I'm currently looking at ideally a reversal to the upside in a wave 3. As I said before, of course I can't promise you that support holds. The market will decide that, but it should hold ideally, and then we will move up in a wave 3. That would be the, let's say, the most reasonable expectation based on this 1-2 setup that we will get after that into a wave 3. Let me just adjust that. Okay, so at the moment, we have come down obviously here in this wave 2, A, B, C. That worked out nicely. And if I zoom in, we can count this wave C. I mean, that is the most important at the moment because this is the wave in which we currently are. We can count this as 1, 2, 3, 4, and now possibly already in the wave 5 count. Yeah, each of these waves can be counted as a 3-wave move because it can be counted as an ending diagonal. And based on that, we could say that if we are in the wave 5, we've already done the wave A, here the wave B, and that this is a 1-2 setup and we're already breaking down. However, I don't particularly like the green count. Yeah, it would indicate we have done the wave 1, the wave 2 of the wave C, we'd be in the wave 3 of the wave C, but it is just not impulsive enough for that. So let's move that to the side. There's two possibilities that at the moment I find more likely. The first scenario is that we can count the entire wave B as a triangle. So that we say, all right, A, B, C, D, E, and then we should break down. So a wave B can be a triangle. So we've been looking at something like this. You would normally break out to the downside of the wave E of the triangle. So I can just try to label that for you here. We say the wave B is the triangle, A, B, C. I mean, possibly D here and then E. Yeah, I think that would at the moment at least be reasonable to assume. That means wave B already peaked and we're already heading down in what you could say is already the wave 1. Make that white here because the colors are getting a bit. So 1, now a retracement in wave 2, and then wave 3 down, wave 4 up, wave 5 down to complete C of 5, of 2, of C of 2. Okay, so that is what we'd be looking at. Absolutely reasonable. And all it needs to do now is to break down. Yeah, so in this movement, in this wave, in this pattern, we would expect that this was already a 1-2 setup, especially as we broke to the downside of the triangle. We broke below the low of the wave D. That's always an indication that you are going down. Confirmation will not be obtained until we break below the wave B low at 1262. So that's an important level. And below 1262, based on this count, it should bring us down strongly. You can see that the wave 2 in white retraced to the 61.8% FIB level. That's absolutely fine for a wave 2. and then we should be heading down. I'm still looking here at something around 1150 to 1200 for that next low. Another count that is possible, I showed you in the previous video, and eventually, and let me take that out now, eventually the outcome would be the same. It's just that it wouldn't be a wave B that's here. It would be an assumption that the triangle itself is much larger, and that is actually a wave 4 which is here, and that the whole wave 5 is still unfolding. In the short term, it doesn't make a great difference, and to be honest, my view is the count with wave B as a triangle makes a bit more sense and works out better in terms of proportions. So it could really be we are already heading down here. Condition for that would be that we are staying below the 1336 level. So we need to stay below the beginning of wave 1 or below the wave E high. And if we now go higher, we also should ideally, and that's not a need, but ideally, we should stay below 1322. It's always that when a wave 2 breaks above the 78.6% fib level, it just gets a bit less reliable, okay? But the current count seems reasonable. Yeah, that we broke down after the wave E topped in wave B, that we moved down impulsively in a wave 1. This can be counted as an impulse. Then here wave 2 retracement, we bounced off the trend line and we're now heading down, but we don't see a lot of volume. So I gave you the key confirmation levels for that. And all in all, you know, the entire assumption that we are going down once more, the overall scenario, not in this particular wave count particularly or necessarily, but we need to stay below $1,400. If we get above that level, then probably something more bullish is going on. We have to assume that we already bottomed out here. At the moment, as long as we stay below 1400, you know, we might make some changes. I mean, as long as we stay below this level, we might go a bit higher here, you know, then we might have to change some internals of this particular wave count. But overall, the overall trend would still assume that we will make a lower low as long as we stay below $1,400. Okay, and that's my update about Ethereum. So hopefully you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.